on the Trump transition now. Let's bring in our political panel. With us today is Republican strategist Lance Trover and Democratic strategist Harley Lippman. Gentlemen, thank you both for a little time on this Saturday. Lance, let's start with you. I just want to get your thoughts on this big Treasury pick. Bissett, what do you make of him?
I think it's a fantastic pick. I mean, I think all of these picks have been fantastic picks. They run the range in qualifications from businessmen to attorneys and the like. I don't think the Trump operation gets nearly enough credit, not surprisingly, in the media for how efficient it has been over the course of, we're not even 3 weeks out of the election and he's almost filled the cabinet up. And so I think they deserve a lot of credit for running this efficient campaign. Unfortunately, I think we're going to continue to see the Democrats, along with the mainstream media, and particularly the bureaucrats in this town, continue to throw these Hail Mary passes on these candidates, because they are just fearing the reckoning that's coming on January 20th. I mean, my favorite lately out of these folks is, well, so-and-so's not qualified because they haven't served in government before. I mean, if you're an average American out there and you hear that, you think, no, that's exactly why I voted for Donald Trump, because Washington insiders haven't been working for me the last 4 years with record inflation and a border that's out of control. So, no, that's exactly what I'm looking for. So I think he's done a great job in his picks.
We do have one Democrat here with us today. I don't know, Harley, if you're going to be throwing any Hail Marys right now, but I want to give us a chance to just hear a little bit from Scott Bissett in his own words about one of the things that he's also in favor of, similar to the former president, the soon-to-be president, the president-elect Trump, and that's tariffs. Take a listen.
The idea of bringing back tariffs, Alexander Hamilton was the original tariff man, and why did he like tariffs? 2 reasons. 1, to fund the Treasury. 2, to protect nascent U.S. industries. And Donald Trump has added a 3rd leg to the stool, and it's for negotiating leverage.
Harley, to you, your thoughts.
Well, I think overall Trump's picks have been very good. And I think the media has been unfair in being critical of these picks because they seem to be disruptors. You need disruptors if you want to improve things. This is what the best businesses do themselves. I'm a businessman and I own a company, and we have disruption often because we want to make things more efficient and better. And this is exactly what it looks like the Trump administration is doing. I think they've had great picks. And if you look at diversity, think about it. The Treasury Secretary is the highest ranked gay person in U.S. history in the cabinet. I think that speaks volumes. You have the labor pick, who apparently is pro-union. So I think it really speaks to diversity. It speaks to getting talented people in. You don't want the same old people, the elites, who've been there, done that. Government is too inefficient, too big a bureaucracy. You need someone who's going to go in and revamp things. So the real question is not are they going to be disruptors, but are they going to improve things? And I think this administration and Trump could go down as, if not the best, one of the best presidents in history if they do that.
Yeah, one of the other most high-profile picks is for AG, of course, Pam Bondi. And there are Democrats that are very concerned about her. Here's one in particular, Jason Johnson. He's a professor on MSNBC. He sounded pretty concerned. Take a listen.
Occasionally, attorney generals try to behave like they are not the personal lawyer of the president of the United States. That is completely out the window. Pam Bondi is exactly what I was saying in the last segment that we should all fear, because she's competent. She is a dangerous and effective pick, and that's frankly worse than what we would have got with Matt Gaetz.
Lance, your thoughts on that to you?
Man, I mean, these guys are spiraling. So she's competent, so therefore she's not qualified to be the attorney general. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. She is eminently qualified, and she is obviously competent. I think she's a slam dunk. She's going to go before the committee like everybody else is and have to answer the tough questions. But I have no doubt she's going to pass with flying colors through the Senate.
Harley, any concerns when you saw this pick, Bondi?
Well, a lot of people have concerns, but I don't. First off, I just want to point out that I'm a donor to the Caldwell Policy Institute, where she is on the advisory board. But she is very competent and qualified. She has a great reputation in Florida. And she actually has more credentials than Janet Reno had. If you recall, she was the pick for Bill Clinton when he was president and chose also someone from Florida like Pam Bondi. But she will do very well. And I think people need to give her a chance and rally behind her, because the Republican Party and Trump has won the election, and we have to be good Americans and support him and help to make sure that he makes the country better, and that's good for all Americans.
Yeah, that we were looking at this wide, vast number of picks that he's managed to get done, just a few left. And so more headlines to come, possibly in coming days or even hours. We don't know. Lance Trover, Harley Lippman, thank you both so much for taking a chance to talk to us about these latest picks. Much more to come. Appreciate it.